Rebecca here from Sewing an Imperfect Life. Welcome back to my channel. You are very welcome here. You will be interested in this channel and today's episode if you enjoy fabric and making garments. Today I have two new makes to share with you, and there's a bit of a blooper with both makes, but I'll share more details as we go. The two makes are the Everett Pants from Cashmerette and the Nautilus top by Marilla Walker. So I think both patterns are a win for me, and I'll be making more, but the actual garments that I have made will not be worn as an outfit. They'll be a giveaway or a put to the back of the closet outfit, and you'll see why. So because I'd not made these two patterns before, I thought I'd do a wearable toile. So I picked up an old bed sheet in this lovely blue cotton because I love wearing blue. Today I'm wearing a favorite blouse. This is the Marnie from Tilly and the Buttons. So I thought I'd make it up in this bed sheet. It'll be really lovely, a good kind of lightweight cotton, and that'll be terrific. It's not precious, but I'll be able to wear it. So I cut out all the pieces, thought through my sizing, and on I went. So I had all the pieces cut out, and then a few days later I went to start sewing it up. And I looked at the type of blue it was, and it clicked. This is the exact colour of medical scrubs. Does my outfit look like I'm wearing scrubs? Yes, it does. I thought, oh, now I've cut it out. It's done. I'll sew it up and I'll test out the patterns. But to save it from looking like scrubs, I will put in some rickrack to make it really funky. So here's the rickrack on the Everett Pants, and it is funky, and I love the rickrack. It has not saved it from looking like scrubs. So I've just finished and tried everything on. I've got some thoughts on the sizing for myself, but let's talk about the Everett Pants first. So here's my finished garment. This was probably the easiest, most straightforward pair of trousers I've made so far. Now, perhaps that's because I'm now a little bit along in my sewing trousers journey. However, I found the instructions very simple, very easy to follow. I really enjoyed putting this pair of trousers together. I really like the waistband, which has a tiny little paper bag waist at the top. And I also did put in the loops, the belt loops. I think in the end I won't do those again because the paper bag waist I think is the nice little feature, and if I'm going to tuck a shirt in, I'm happy to just have that little paper bag waist as the feature. There is a belt to go with it if you want to make it a bit fancier. But the belt loops were not hard. Yes, they were a couple of extra steps, but explained and really cleverly put together, really nice and neat. The pockets were the easiest constructed pockets I've ever done with the slash going across. So these trousers, the Everett Pants and shorts, could be worn as everyday. They could be dressed up depending on how you style them and what fabric you choose. There is the shorts option, there is the tie option, the belt tie, they're pull-on pants, so an elasticated waistband. There are two bum fit options, and I chose the normal, the average bum fit, and it's just sitting on my backside a tiny bit too tight. So I am going to remake this pattern because I really like it, but I am going to do the other bum fit option, the curved bum. Not because I have a curved backside, but because I have a wide backside. Okay, so I really love the waistband. I like the fit on the legs. It's kind of straight, a little bit wide, not too wide, not too tapered. The construction, as I said, was really quite well explained and quite simple to follow. There's not too many extra steps or anything. It's just nice and simplified. So I don't think it would take long to make another pair of trousers, even though I'm quite a slow cutter-outerer and constructor. I think it would only take me a couple of hours to get that done. The second pattern that I tried out was the Marilla Walker Nautilus top, which featured in the Busy Bee challenge for September, put together by Sam from Sequin Girly, and a whole lot of other YouTubers participated. And I thought, what a great idea to try a free Marilla Walker pattern. So I'd had the Nautilus top printed out for a while but had not made it up, and it is a really simple sew, especially if you just do the round neck as I did. So as you can see from the photos, I did the round neck with the longer puff sleeves. Again, I was trying to save it from looking like scrubs. I added the rickrack. I really like it with the rickrack. I really like it with the pleats in the sleeve, but the color is just all wrong for a garment for me to wear. I will size down for my next go at this pattern, and I will obviously change up the fabric. I like it in the round neck. I think I'd like it to come a bit higher in a round neck, but I also really like the option of doing the V-neck with the buttons and also just do the cuff at the end, which I think I will try. It wasn't hard to add the rickrack. So this is obviously making the garment, then adding the rickrack on top. This is giant or jumbo rickrack, and I did do 2 lines. I didn't stop and start. I just kept it nice and even, and I just did 2 lines, and I think it looks nice and neat. It doesn't look messy seeing a little bit of the line going through the blue fabric. I am a little bit disappointed that that's now on a garment that I'm not going to wear, but such is life. I did learn quite a lot from sewing both garments, so it's not a total loss. I've learned. I really like both patterns, and I will be using them again, and better to make my errors on non-essential fabric. Top. I think I lengthened it by 10 centimeters, and with the large size and the extra 10 centimeters, you can see by the photos, it's plenty long for me. It comes down a little, just finishes on my lower hip. Anyway, so they are my latest sewing projects. I'm pleased that I made them. I'm not pleased I didn't think through my fabric choice, but such is life. We've all done it. It is quite funny. I am still getting over my disappointment, but it is pretty funny that it very much looks like scrubs. It now just looks like fancy scrubs with the rickrack. So I am having a little giggle, as I'm sure you will too. Onwards and upwards. I hope you've had a bit more of a successful sewing journey lately than I have, and if you've got some whoopsies that you want to share, please put it in the comments so I know I'm not alone in a few sewing regrets. All right, take care, and I hope you're safe. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're creating something that brings you joy. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you with my next makes. Bye.